Hello everyone, George here, and as you can see we are back on F1 Clash as always. And in today's video we are gonna be having a discussion about race, series, tracks, and let's say basically in-game strategies and the best way possible to perform each strategy and to get the most out of it. And basically, if you start from the back of the grid, if you start from the front of the grid or mid-grid. So before we start the video, I want to thank you so much for your support lately. Honestly guys, when I first started this channel, I never thought that this was gonna be possible, but you proved me wrong. And to be honest, I really appreciate every single one of you. And yeah, basically, honestly, I'm so happy with your support. Thank you so much. So as you can see here, I did unlock Series 8 with 1,731 flags. So far, I've been struggling a little bit at first, especially when I didn't have good drivers, strong drivers, but as you're about to see, I got George Russell in my item shop and I had to unlock him just to lower the gap between myself and all the rivals I was getting, and basically getting, let's say, a close matchmaking. Even if you're getting an opponent with higher team score, you will still be able to fight him. You'll still be able to perform your strategy to the maximum to try and win the race. And the thing is, many of you have contacted me over on Discord or Facebook, and I've seen a massive split, let's say, concerning the ideas about, let's say, CC points, strategies, tires, and the drivers you want to use or upgrade for like each series. And many of you have been asking about specific, let's say, strategies for series, and this is something we want to take into the discussion in this video. So as you can see, I did unlock Tsunoda, who is an epic driver for Series 8. I did buy Russell from the shop. This is my current setup that I'm using. This is my highest PAGR setup with 4.45 average pit stop time. I'm pretty happy with this setup. I'm pretty happy with my drivers lineup. I did use Latifi, to be honest. He was quite good. First I did use Alex Albon, and then I used Latifi. At level 3 he's better than Albon, but Yuki Tsunoda at level 2 is better than both of them. And with 944 team score, even if I face a team, let's say, that has a 1k team score, I would still be able to perform a good strategy and to win the race, even if I didn't get like the best possible qualifying session. And the only problem that I did find this season, leave aside bugs or crashes on like some specific tracks, but the only thing is, when you unlock, let's say, rare drivers or epic drivers from Series 8, 9 and above, basically every single driver from the lower series becomes useless. So we are gonna be playing one race during this video, and we are gonna be talking about how the qualifying system is working. So I did say in my previous video that your team score or each series, let's say, has a recommended team score for you so that you can like get a decent qualifying session. So for example, now I'm racing in Series 8 and 100% you don't get top 10 qualifying sessions with a Series 12 drivers at level 1 and of course a lower epic driver even if he's at level 4. So for me, if I play a race in Series 6, Series 5 and lower, I'm gonna be getting a 1-2 qualifying sessions 100%. But 944 for me isn't enough for Series 8 to get a top 10 qualifying with both of my drivers. So our race in Series 8 here is going to be around Melbourne. And the best strategy, let's say, around Melbourne is just to go for 4-4 on medium tires, both of your stints, and you just need to keep conserving. And basically it is going to be a win for you 100%. So you can just see here we got a 14 and 20 on the grid with Russell level 1 and Tsunoda level 2. And as I said, in Series 8 with 944 team score, you are not gonna get a top 10 qualifying session. So you always need to go for your highest BAGR so that you can get better qualifying sessions. So now we start talking about strategies. You have 3 different strategies, let's say. You can go for, let's say, a normal strategy, which is gonna be conserve all race long and just don't service your car. You can go for an aggressive strategy, which is gonna be you're gonna be needing to service twice per race, let's say. And you can go for a mixed strategy, which is gonna be 2 stints on no service, but your boost stint is gonna be a service pit stop so that you can boost that entire stint. Now we talk about race strategies. There is no specific strategy for each track. For example, for every single race or for every single track, you can have a million strategies because it all depends on the qualifying positions you have at the end of your qualifying. So if you are qualifying in the back of the grid, let's say, and if you are facing a stronger rival with the same team score, but he has, let's say, epic drivers from higher series, so he's gonna get a better qualifying session over you. So your only solution, you can go for a one-stop strategy. You can conserve all the time, but basically this strategy is not gonna work perfectly for you. So if you start in the back of the grid, you might wanna consider going for, let's say, a mixed strategy. You do wanna start on boost. Let's say, for example, if it's around Austin in USA, you can start, let's say, 2 laps on boost, and then you can go and conserve for the remaining of the race, as this is a strong point I want to talk about here. You have the undercut and you have the overcut, and these two are literally so OP this season because basically every single pit stop, let's say the minimum one now is around 4 point something, let's say, with a very strong setup, and that pit stop can go up to 6 seconds, and if you're using stock parts, and it can go longer than that if you are servicing your car. So you have to decide around every track whether you are gonna be going for a split strategy, for a, let's say, same strategy for both of your drivers, if you want to go for the undercut or the overcut. For example, if you are racing on Canada, you want to take into consideration going for an overcut, because the undercut is not gonna work 100%, because Canada, first of all, is a track where overtaking is nearly impossible. It is, in my opinion, the worst track you can have a race on, and basically the player that goes for a longer stint is gonna be having the track position after like going into the pits. And you wanna, let's say, around Canada as well, you wanna go for a one-stop strategy. You might, for if your rival is going for 4 laps in his first stint, go for 5, because around Canada you are gonna be stuck behind cars all the time. So the longer you go for your stint, the better. But on the contrary, if you are racing in Austin, Texas, you want to go for the undercut because it works perfectly around that track. And it's the same for, let's say, Silverstone. You want to go for the undercut. It's true that you are sometimes going to be pitting with so many AI cars, but a low pit stop time is going to give you the upper hand on those cars and on your rival, because you are going to be undercutting him. And there is literally, as I said, no specific strategy for each race, because this season is a lot different than last season, 100%, and especially with the introduction of the service feature, which is gonna play a big role and make a big difference between losing a race and winning a race. And 90% of your races against AI rivals is gonna end up on your rival getting a breakdown, and basically it is gonna be a 100% win rate for you. But I did make a video about stock setups. It is good, I'm not gonna deny that, but it only works for, let's say, lower series, because when you reach series 8 and above, stock setups just, first of all, the race takes too long so that it's over, and second of all, you face AI cars that are, let's say, super hard to overtake, and basically any wrong move is gonna cost you a lot, because even if you have a series 12 driver, when you reach higher series, he's gonna qualify in the back of the grid if you're using stock setups. For example, if I go to series 1 with George Russell series 12, I'm gonna be getting P1 on the grid even with stock setups, because basically the AIs you face are so weak, and let's say they are considered like common drivers, but every time you go up in the series you get harder AIs. So as you saw, we did win with a one-stop strategy. I wasn't even focusing on that race. Let's just open this standard crate and this gold crate. Hopefully we can get the Mirage. I believe I still need like 5, maybe 4 cards to get it up to level 3. So hopefully we can get that. Let's open this gold crate. And let's see. Actually, I don't really care about common cards. I'm not even upgrading them, not even using them. 60 Sergio Perez. Right, we got some Kevin Magnussen here. 12 Crest. And our epic is gonna be Guan Yu Zhou, who is not usable as well. So this is gonna be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you're finding these discussions useful for you. Hopefully you're finding my ideas helpful and helping you for a better understanding of this season, because trust me, this one is a lot different from the previous one. And basically it's not about like just leave your phone and you're gonna be getting a win. No, you have to focus around every single corner this season. So I'll be seeing you in the next video, and until then, take care and peace.